Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do an update on some Vanda orchids. It's been suggested to me to do an update on these guys because you haven't seen them, well, really all summer long. And they've been growing outside, doing really well. But before we get to that, I just had some news to share. It appears that we ended up buying a new house. So it's a new construction, so I'm not going to be moving until maybe March of next year. But excuse me, but we're in process of doing upgrades and all the structural issues, and then yay, we're gonna be watching it get built. So anyway, I might have some videos on some of the stuff, or maybe just on my Facebook page to document the construction and the excitement of it all. I'm excited. It's going to be a detached house. We're going to be moving out of the city into a smaller town. The growing zone is going to be the same, so that's going to be wonderful. Just wanted to let you know. So if you notice a decline in the amount of videos that I do, don't be worried. There will be more eventually. I'm just on a plant buying freeze, and anything that's not growing well for me, I'm going to be chucking out the door because I have a lot of plants and a lot of plants that will need to get moved. So if you're not at tip-top condition, or maybe they're infested with scale and I have a lot of those, I got better for a while, but I still have a couple of plants that are just seeming to be magnets. I'm probably not going to move those to the new house. So there's going to be a lot of craziness in my life for a little while. Been really busy with that and work. So anyway, such is life, right? So anyway, if you have any other questions about that, just send me a message down below or on my Facebook page or whatever. I'll try to get back to you. So anyway, back to the Vandas. This is the Vanda Sansei Blue that was a seedling many years ago. It's still not blooming. I keep looking for spikes, but I don't see anything. I dunk them in water a few times a week for about 20 minutes, half hour at a time. The roots are all nice and lush and green. I'm sure I should be doing it every day, but who has time for that? I have a busy-ish life with stuff besides plants, so I just need to realize that, and maybe I don't give the optimal care, but I do care. So anyway, I had it planted in this little clay pot, and now, as you can see, the roots are just going crazy. Absolutely crazy. There's growing tips on all of them pretty well, and it just seems to be happy. And again, I water it every couple of days in a big 5-gallon pail of water, let it soak, and then pull it out. So that was a Sansei Blue. This is a relatively new purchase. Another seedling. I was told that it would take about 4 years to become blooming size. I don't know why I do this to myself. This one is a Vanda laminellata. I don't even know what that is, but it was a beautiful soft pink Vanda with small flowers, and it was just like a huge spray of flowers, whereas this one might be 5 or 6 gigantic flowers. This one was a whole spray of blooms, kind of like an Oncidium twinkle, like that big display. And yeah, so this one was really beautiful. Really like this one. Hopefully it grows well for me. Who knows? It's currently in moss. This is how I bought it. I will end up pulling it out and putting it into either a bark mix with some moss, or I might just I might do the same thing. I might do this. I might do the clay beads, or what do they call those? Hydroton beads. The hydroponics sort of stuff, and clay pot. I really like this because the clay pot actually holds more moisture after I finish watering. So I don't need to water it as often, but now that it has all the aerial roots, I need to water more frequently. In this pot is the little Vanda that we bought from one of the Orchid Society meetings, or the Orchid show. This one was a better grow orchid, one of the bag babies as they call them. And this one was the spotted one, Vanda Dr. Anik X. I don't even know. It's a fragrant one. It was really beautiful. I hope that it really survives. I need to put it in a slightly bigger pot because the roots are starting to do their thing. These ones up on the top here are looking pretty sad, but inside the pot I've got growth tips all over the place. And I just have this nestled down inside of this Rinco Stylus Giganti pot. This Rinco stylus I thought was going to die. The roots are all kind of gross. I don't know whether you're able to see this, but they're all shriveled and yucky, and I'm like, oh, it's not doing very well. The leaves are shriveling. But then I finally started getting some growth tips. So now they're starting to grow again, and there's one creeping over the edge of the pot, as you can see here by my finger. So I'm hopeful that this is on the mend, and it will start growing beautifully again. And last but not least, this is it's not hanging, so it wants to fall over. This one here is Vanda Robert's Delight Black. It's not doing well at all. The growth tips aren't doing anything. I water it with all the other ones, and the roots just look terrible. And it's starting to get the wrinkly on the leaves, so it's not taking up the water as it should. I'm not sure what's happening with this, so my fingers are crossed. I'm not giving up just yet. So anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed. If you have any suggestions on this, Robert's Delight, I was told it's a fairly simple one to grow and it blooms really vigorously, but I'm not having much success at the moment. I thought that having it outside would really bring it back to life, but it's also growing in the exact same spot as this one. So this one's doing beautifully, this one is not doing beautifully. Don't know what's going on. So anyway, if you have any suggestions on how I might be able to make this one grow better, please let me know. So I guess that is the Vandas for today, and if you have any questions on any of the Vandas that you saw, just leave a comment down below and I'll try to get back to you. And yeah, until next time, happy growing, everyone. These ones are definitely ones that like to have a winter dormancy where they go dry and they lose their leaves and they just look like a little dried dead stick. But really, really cool. I love them. They're so much fun. And another one